All right. Frustrating loss. We turned the ball over more than a third of the time that we had it. That's unacceptable. It's just going to be hard to win a game if you do that. Then you do that in conjunction with 11 second chance points, and you need all those things to happen if you're going to turn the ball over a lot. So we did cut it down from 16 first half turnovers to 9 only in the second half. So, you can't turn the ball over like that. I think we just have to go back to the drawing board and 15 of them were just steals. So I think we have to go back to the drawing board on once you beat your man practicing someone from behind smacking down at the ball really hard and then still keeping the ball to go up to the rim, because I'd say the vast majority of them ended up that way. So that'll be on us as coaches to go back and really practice being really strong with the ball.
Questions, John? Can you walk us through that last play, maybe the last two plays on either end, with Pringle getting beat for the rebound and then Arden getting a pretty clean look?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen the play with Nick. Sometimes there's a reason to give up an offensive rebound. You had to help and you were out of position. It's an air ball in a way that it's advantageous to the offensive guy. There are reasons sometimes to give up an offensive rebound. I'll have to look at the play. I don't think it didn't appear that those were there. We guarded the ball. Zach was in a one-on-one defensive situation with Hogard. And we got him to miss. And so I don't think we should have necessarily had to be in help. Maybe we were still helping, but it's just we have to get that rebound. We as a team have to find a way to get that rebound or knock it out of there, and somebody else has to corral it and shoot it or whatever it was. But so then we drew something up just to got us a three, a pretty good look at a three, I would say. But that's therein lies the problem, not only with that offensive rebound, but then we foul, so then it goes to three. So even with 0.6 of a second, if it's a 2-point game, you have more options available to try to get a situation where maybe even you get fouled and you can do it. But that's the way the old cookie crumbles.
Questions in the front here?
You guys have been right there 2 games in a row. Just how frustrating is it to come up short, but also how much optimism do you have that you guys can turn the corner there too?
Well, we have been about and are about growth and improvement. So we have seen some things over the last couple of games that represent growth and improvement, particularly in the Auburn game. And then, today I think we went backwards a little bit just in terms of, again, the turnovers is really what really stands out to me. Now, we didn't guard the ball. They undressed us a couple times and got straight to the rim. But there's enough of that. There's some of that that's already calculated. It's baked into this equation for winning a basketball game. And so I don't think it was an inordinate amount of that. What's not built into that equation is 25 turnovers. It's just not. And, again, so I think we went backwards a little bit that way, but I'm always optimistic. That's why I'm frustrated to some degree, only because my expectation is to play well enough to win these games. If I had a high school team, the state champs in the state of Tennessee, whoever that team is, and I was coaching them against Vanderbilt, I probably wouldn't have much frustration if we lost, because my expectation wouldn't be to perform in a way to win the game. So So, yeah, I'm extremely optimistic. I mean, we're doing that without, Jamari Thomas plays the most minutes of anybody on our entire team, and he's our second leading scorer. So you have these 2 games without him Miles Studi, so you're down 2 starters. Not that that's any sort of excuse. It's not. Guys have to play. Mo stepped up and played well offensively today. You just need more guys to be able to do that.
Anything else for Coach?
So, we mentioned the turnovers a number of times. Was there any Vanderbilt player that you thought was especially effective at forcing some of those, or was it more of a team effort?
I don't know. It's just something like everybody was, it was a group effort. It was a group effort. And again, I've been around the game, and there's just certain things that logic plays a role in some things. And like if I put myself in a particular situation, the likelihood of me doing something without fouling is whatever that percentage is. So I think as I look at that, it's hard to believe that. I just to say I haven't seen that many clean strips. Now, they could all be clean. And it's not even that it was all clean strips. It's relative to where the guy who strips it is. And there's plenty of positions where you could do that from. The ones from behind are very difficult to do that. They're very difficult. So I'll have to watch them and see. But, good on them. They did a really good job of once we beat them by way of driving, by way of a cut, by way of an offensive rebound, once we beat them of reaching in and taking the ball from us. They do a really good job of that.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
I'll give you one more. What do you got?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see your hand.
Oh,
I'm
no
sorry.
worries. I was going to ask the possession where you guys had the shot clock violation. What did you feel like you saw from your guys in terms of execution? Was it more an execution thing that you saw, or was there something that you feel like Vanderbilt threw at you guys that caused the shot clock violation?
Oh, and the very last one?
Yes, sir.
Well, again, Nick has the ball right underneath the rim. Right underneath the rim. And we don't get it up to the rim. So because of that, it ends up being a shot clock violation because it got stripped out of his hands, off of his head, and to the out of bounds. So even if it was our ball, it was going to be a shot clock violation. But, end of the day, you have a good player with the ball, both feet in the paint, with an advantageous position, and then we didn't convert. The play before that was Colin Murray Boyles in the same position, both feet in the charge arc, under the basket, with an advantage, and it ends up we don't end up getting anything out of that. So those plays end up hurting.